Hey guys, Carrie Jones here. So we're going to do a video tonight. It's not going to be too long, I promise, because it is like 10 minutes after 10 right now. I have been doing other stuff. So I'm also a Prove It promoter. I sell ketone experience packs that just, it's like all with the keto diet, and these ketone drink mixes just help get your body into ketosis and burn fat. So I also do that too, you guys. I kind of just do that for fun, I guess you would say. I don't really put a lot of time or energy into it because surrogacies are just, that's my jam. So I wanted to make a video tonight because, so you guys know that I didn't get pregnant for the last transfer we did, but I'm in the process of trying to do another transfer. And that should be happening on, I should be flying out to LA around the 1st of March, and I should be pregnant, I think it is March 3rd. I should be pregnant at about 9 a.m. We should be transferring 2 embryos. But right now, because we did a transfer and it didn't take, I have to get my body ready all over again, which means all the meds have stopped. We had to wait on my period to start so I could shed that lining on my uterus and get my uterus ready again for another transfer. Went to a monitoring appointment today. I had to get blood work done. They had to check my progesterone levels, estrogen, and then I had to have an ultrasound done, a vaginal ultrasound, and they'll look at my uterus lining because they want to see that it has gotten thinner. Okay, so just because you guys don't know why it has to be thin or thick. To do an embryo transfer, my lining has to be thick, which is like, so I'm just going to give you numbers. When I go out for a transfer, they like to see my uterus have a lining of like 10 to 12. I don't know if that's like millimeters. I don't really know all that stuff. I know it ain't inches, but I don't know what it is. Maybe centimeters. But they like to see it around like a 10 to 12. My body always loves being pregnant, so it is extra. And like last time it was 14, that is amazing. Well, the embryo needs a really thick uterine lining to stick to, kinda, if that makes sense. So the embryos will just jump into your uterine lining and just get embedded in there and just start growing. Well, my uterine lining was really thick, so we were good to go. The embryos just weren't the embryo. We only did one. Just wasn't, I guess, healthy enough to survive. So it didn't take. Now we need my uterine lining to like thin out as it does when you have a period. And it needed to be around like 5 or 6 today. Mine was at a 7, of course, because my body just wants to do more. But now we need it to be even thicker. So right now what's going to be happening is I'm going to be on meds again to try to get my uterine lining even thicker than it is now, so we can get to that 10 to 12 range. So what they do is they put me on, I'll show you guys. So I have to start estradiol tablets tonight. They are these little, they're like these really tiny little green pills. They're just like estrogen. So I'll take 2 of these estradiol tablets. I'll take 1 twice a day. So I'll just take 2 of these every day, every single day. You try to take it around the same time every day for it to have like optimal results. And I also have to start injections again tonight, you guys. This injection though is Estrogen. It's just like, let me put it here so it's like you guys can see it. Estrogen. So it's just like more estrogen, all these hormones, y'all. It's more estrogen. This is an injection though, and it's really thick, like it's a really thick oil. So I have to do these injections myself. Matthew actually does them for me though. You have to draw it up with like a really thick, let me see if I can get this out. Y'all, look at this needle. You have to draw it up like with this really huge needle. Thank God I don't have to stick myself with that, huh? And then you switch out your needle and you'll use one. That's still big, y'all. You gotta stick this in your butt cheek. So you'll have to use this, and I do this injection like once every 3 days. So I do it on the 3rd day, skip 2 days and do it on the 3rd day. I'll do this for several weeks until the IVF clinic tells me to come off of this. That's the only injection I have to do right now while we're getting my body ready. Then they also start me on prenatal vitamin, and then they also put me on a DHA supplement. All the stuff to get my body ready for the baby. Well, this time is to get my body ready for the babies, because we're putting 2 embryos in. So I've already done my pills for the day. All I have left is to do this injection tonight. So Matthew will actually do that for me. Like, I'll show you guys. I'm not gonna pull my pants down though. But Matthew will do my injection, and it's just like, the injection goes like right here, like the very top of your butt cheek. It still hurts, yes. So I have to do that tonight. We'll actually do that in just a little bit. I try to do them between like 10 and 10:30 every night. So that's all that's going on right now, you guys. You're not really missing anything. I'm just starting all my meds today. All I've done this past, what's it been, like a week or so since we found out it didn't take. All I've done is just wait for my period to come on so my lining could thin back out and get all that old, I don't want to call it like old pregnancy, but it's just to get all that old stuff out of there since the pregnancy didn't take. Pretty much like a clean out. So we just waited on my body to do its thing this last week. And now that my period's going off, I'm on like day 3 of my cycle, my period. So that's when you have to start your meds. And they're actually going to stop my period with these meds. Thank you, Lord. So my body, as of today, is going to start thinking it's pregnant already. That's why when I go for transfer, the day that I do a transfer, my body's like already 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks pregnant. I'm almost 3 weeks pregnant. And there's nothing in my body when I go to transfer that morning. So technically it's kind of like I'm getting pregnant today, but I'm missing out on the fun part of getting pregnant. This is what I'm getting stuck with instead of something else. But that's it, you guys. I've just been waiting on my period. It came. My lining's thinning out. I'm going to start all these meds today. Get that going. I'll do the pills every single day. And then I'll go back to a monitoring appointment where they'll do more blood work. They'll look at my uterus again with the ultrasound machine. They'll see if my lining looks the way we need it to move up to different meds, which means I'll still take this stuff that I'm on, but then I'll move to another injection, which that one is every single night, and that's progesterone. We do that I alternate butt cheeks, honestly, y'all, because my butt cheeks get so sore. I like sleep on a heating pad because I'll get knots where the oil will just like clump up, and like after you do it for so long, it starts to feel like you got like this knot in your butt cheeks. Of course, Matthew don't mind trying to rub them knots out for me, but they get so tender, you guys. So I'll start progesterone next injection. Plus, if that ain't enough medicine, I have to do these endometrium vaginal inserts. Yeah, you heard me. Vaginal inserts. So I'm getting stuck with needles, taking a bunch of pills, and then the inserts are like, look y'all, the insert's like this big. Let me show you what we put it in there with. I wasn't going to tell y'all about these tonight, but I can't. Oh, I'll just show you. I got this big box of medicine. If I can get it without dumping my trash out. Y'all, I get this big box in the mail of medicine that I have to take. So the vaginal inserts, let me just open this one up because I have like an extra one. Try not to put my eyes out because I need these eyes. I'll just go ahead and open up this. I'm trying not to make a long video so y'all don't have to go through all the boring stuff. But so you take this vaginal insert. This is progesterone as well. Okay, so good question. I know you're thinking it because I was thinking it too. if I'm already doing a vaginal, if I'm already doing an injection of progesterone, why can't you just make that injection a little bit more medicine in it and cut out this progesterone? It's the same thing. I don't know why they won't do that for me. They just want me taking a bunch of medicine. So you take this vaginal insert, it's like a little peel. It actually ain't little, y'all. And you just put it in the end of this thing right here. And y'all know what's next. You take this little thing. It's got this little piece on the end. You take this. It's a vaginal insert. So like you just insert it in there and then you push the bottom and it just pops the peel out the top. And you just let it sit. And just let that progesterone just melt in your vagina. So that is it as far as the meds right now. Once I start the progesterone, you guys, I'll stay on that stuff till like week, I think I stay on it for 10 weeks. The injections, the inserts, the pills, all that stuff. Because my body still needs to have the extra help, the extra hormones to keep the pregnancy viable. So you know what? I go to 3 monitoring appointments. I went to 1 today. I'll go back on the 21st. We'll look at my uterine lining to make sure it's ready to add the progesterone. And then I'll go back on the 26th and February 26th. And that's when they'll measure how thick my lining is to let me know if I have the green light to go on out to Pasadena on March 1st and do a transfer. And if it's not ready, if my uterus isn't ready, they'll just leave me on meds for another few days. They'll up my dosage and get my body ready to go on out there maybe a couple days later. But the way it worked last time was my body got ready a little ahead of schedule, which isn't normal, but like I said, my body just does pregnancies. It's just what it does. So we got to go out 2 days early. Now I'm trying to get to go out 2 days early this time because I got some stuff to do when I get back. But medically, we're going to do whatever we have to do on whatever schedule. I think that's it, you guys. That's all. I'm just going to be taking some medicines for the next 2 weeks and see if my uterus is ready. That's all. I'll keep you guys filled in. Drop me some questions below if you need to. And don't forget, when we hit 90 subscribers, I am going to make the money video. You guys want to know what I make, how much I make doing what. I don't just make I do make like a flat amount of money, but you have to do certain things in your surrogacy journey to get certain checks. It's not just like I get $1 million at one time. I don't even get $1 million. I don't know why I thought about that number. That would be great. But it's not like you just get one big check at a time. I actually get paid monthly. I get a monthly check every month. I get several checks every month. But that's it. I'm not telling y'all anymore. We got to get to 90 subscribers. And then I will post the money video. So you guys take these videos and share them on your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever social media you're on. I just got on Snapchat. Look me up. I am Carrie, Carrie J 721. Find me on Snapchat.